Hey everybody, Near Mint Nerd here for the I Got Issues channel. Today we're going to do a little unboxing. I got a package in the mail, a couple of packages actually. I took part in the Great Legends live auction that he held 2 weeks ago today, in fact. Went on there, it started at 10 o'clock Eastern time, ran till about midnight, maybe 11:30 midnight. And I, got a little carried away with the auction, so I bought a package from the Great Legend himself. Thank you, sir. And also a package from Big Bear, another popular YouTuber. Both these guys have amazing channels. I'm sure you've all checked them out many times. So it was, 2 weeks ago on Saturday. I actually got these earlier in the week, but, I was waiting for the right time because today, Saturday, February 4th, there is an auction tonight on the Great Legend Live, having an auction. So he's going to be doing that tonight, 10 o'clock Eastern time, I believe. Double check the Great Legends website just to be sure of the time, but it's definitely tonight. I'm going to try to be there. I hope you guys will be there. You'll be bidding against me if I find something I like. This is the proof of that. Okay, so I'm going to open these up, do a little unboxing, show you what I picked up at the auction. As I unpack this, I just wanted to tell a little story about the Great Legend's kindness. He did me an awesome act of kindness that was just incredible. So what happened was, I bought this auction, and it was like a multi-book auction. He put it up there for an amazingly low price. So I picked up the bundle. No one outbid me. Strangely enough, I thought for sure someone would outbid me. Nobody did, so I got the bundle. But I live in Canada, and the Great Legend's American. So the shipping costs ended up being about $58 or something like that. Now, I would have paid it, I made the deal. I bought the auction. That's the way it works. But the Great Legend, he emailed me. He said, listen, man, I feel a little bad that the shipping's so high. I don't think that's fair. So what I want to do is I want to pay for half of it. I didn't ask him to. He contacted me and said, I'd like to pay for half the shipping. Wow. So, he did. He paid for half the shipping. Took a big loss on his profit. And for that, I am eternally grateful. He's got a customer for life. In the future, when I buy auction hauls, I'm going to make sure I don't buy the bigger hauls. Because the more books you get, the more it weighs, the more the shipping is. And I'll tell you, though, the great thing about that live auction here, the Great Legends live auction, oftentimes, not always, but oftentimes they offer free shipping with your purchase. For you guys in the U.S., you guys are lucky. I would order a lot more books from this auction. I'd probably just buy up everything if it was free shipping. It's not for me. It's not for Canadians. It's still low. I got 4 books from Big Bear, and I think the shipping was $15. I think that's totally fair, totally reasonable. I didn't get hit for any customs charges. Sometimes there's a customs fee. I didn't get that this time, so it was great. I told the story. I didn't even open the box. Okay. Let's get on with that. So very exciting. Thank you so much, Great Legend. So appreciated. I'm telling you, he does a great job of packing, too. I don't think a nuclear bomb could open this box. But luckily, a dull paring knife is doing the job. The auction is so much fun. I'm going to tell you one story. It might feel like it's a negative story. It's really not, but I'm going to do that because it's a Big Bear story, and we're going to get to his box in a minute. All right. Wow. Look at this. Look at all that. That's amazing. I know what this is. This is not a surprise to me. I know exactly what it is. I mean, you want to know what you're purchasing, right? I'm just going to put that there for a second. Get everything out of the box and get the box out of the way. Wow. Amazing. An elephant could step on this box, wouldn't do any damage to the books inside. That's what I like to see when I get an auction. Okay, so we got 3 little bundles here. Look at the protection. Unbelievable. I think this is made out of the same material that Captain America's shield is made out of. Adamantium. Alright. Give that away too quickly. This was a really generous auction. That's the other thing about this auction. The prices, for the most part, there's been a couple that I've been like, say what? But for the most part, you're going to get a deal. You're going to get a steal. I don't even know how they can afford to do it, quite frankly, but I hope they don't figure that out, because it's a lot of fun taking part in these things. You guys should watch it now before it really catches on, like mainstream, because then you're never going to get any deals. All right. Right now you guys are going, why didn't you open the box before you started the video? Yeah. I'm thinking the same thing. Okay, that's not necessary. Ugh. Okay, got all the books out. I know what they are, so I'm just going to take a look and find the right order to show you guys. You know, the great thing about the Great Legend, puts everything in Mylar bags. He loves the Mylar. Loves it. And then he gives it to you. Wow. God, these are gorgeous books. All right, let me see here. I probably opened them in the complete opposite way they were meant to be opened. Here we go. Here we go now. Okay, guys. Wow. Great Legend. You are indeed a legend of packing, because, wow, these were packed perfectly. Okay, so these are all a little out of order. Let me see if I can't remedy that real quick. Okay, so basically what I bought was a complete set of 52 Nightwing, including a couple of bonus books. So that's what I'm going to show you real quick. Starting off with Nightwing number 0. Look at the shine from that Mylar. Woo! Now, I think this is set up that even though I've got the camera turned around backwards, I'm seeing, when I look at this right now, it's all backwards writing. But I believe when this video goes out to the world, that won't be the case. If it is the case and you see this all backwards, just pretend I'm in Bizarro World. But for now, I'm pretty sure you're going to see it normal. Okay, so there we go. Nightwing number 0. Boom. Nightwing number 1. Gorgeous. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Some of these are low print runs. Some of these are worth more than a couple of bucks. Number 1 for sure is a $30 book. There's 8, 9, 10. These are gorgeous covers, by the way. Look at that. That's gorgeous. A couple of the bigger books in this set are the Night of Owls, the Court of Owls titles, and there's a couple of Joker books as well from that storyline, which is cool. Sorry, this is all mixed around. There's 11. Is that upside down? No. 11. Oh, my God. 12. I got another little haul here too after the Nightwing, so don't run away because I'm doing a bad job here. 13, 14. God, these covers are beautiful. Here's one of the ones that's worth a little more. 15. Ooh, beautiful. 16 and 17. Hello. 18, 19, 20. Sorry about the glare. You can't help it with these beautiful Mylars. 21, 22, and 20. That's 11, not 23. 22, 23. Somewhere in all there came this book, annual number 1. 24, 25. It just keeps going. 26. Ooh, 27. 28. 29. And 30. Look at that beautiful final issue. And yeah, it's a final issue. How come? Because they relaunched the book as Grayson number 1. So that's the lot. So that's 30 plus 3. So 30 issues plus Grayson plus the 0 issue plus the annual. 33 issues. I paid $75 US. That's less than cover price. And some of these have appreciated quite drastically in value. So I thought that was a great deal. With the shipping, I ended up paying about $25 for shipping. Still a great deal. Very happy. Thank you, Great Legend. You know, keep offering all these great deals. I hope you offer them in smaller lots so that I can not ding you and me both with the shipping again. I don't think he's going to make that offer to me again. The first time was my bad. The second time, he's going to tell me to just put up. And he should. He should have done it the first time, too. Okay, next up is from Big Bear. Big Bear does a lot. He's got a unique style. He does, like, quite a bit of Silver Age, a little bit of bronzy stuff. And then he always does one cartoon book of the week. I love that. I love cartoon books. He also does a video, he put it up I think yesterday, where he does a pre-auction video. And he showed all the books he's going to show at tonight's auction. So you can already, your mouth can start to water, a little bit of drool. Okay, so this is packed brilliantly as well. So here's my little story about Big Bear. It's going to sound like a negative story. I don't want you to take it that way because it wasn't negative. So here's what happened. I got 4 books. I won 4 books. There was a couple of other books I wanted. There was a lot of 3 books that I also tried to get. The way the auction works is just before the auction ends, the legend counts it down, says auction's closing at this time precisely. At exactly this time, no more bids. The trouble is, it's not blind bidding, but it kind of feels like it because you put in your bid. You gotta wait for Big Bear to send you an email saying, okay, now it's at this. But he's also on camera talking to everybody else, so a lot of time passes, between these communication breaks. So what happens is, I found out that I had been outbid, so I found out that it was tied. So I put in a bigger bid, and I put in a big jump because I didn't want to get tied again. So I put in a $3 or $4 jump. And he didn't get back to me. And I had no indication if he got it or not. So I sent it again. And even the second one was under the wire. I believe the auction ended at, let's say, 11:30. Just, I can't remember if that's the precise time. But around 11:28, I sent in my second bid. After the auction was over, he got back to me and said, sorry, you didn't get it in under the wire, so I let the other person have the books. And I was kind of put off a little bit by this because I checked the time code, and on my end, the time code read 11:28. So I took a picture of that, and I sent it to Big Bear. And I said, I understand, you've already promised these books to someone else, but this is the time code that I sent it. So, really, unless she sent at her offer at 11:29 or whatever, then, I probably should have won that lot. But he didn't get that email until 11:32 or whatever. So I didn't win. And, I found that a little upsetting because, it's the time. Like, you can't, what else could I do? You know, like it's not. There's always a bit of lag there. So again, this is not a negative story because these are the rules. Rules be rules. So it's more of a word of warning. Try to get your bid in early and try to get his attention somehow. Even if you put in your bid and say, "Look, I intend to get this slot and look for my bid at 11:29. Don't wait until 11:32 to look at your email." Whatever you have to do, because the rule is, when the Great Legend says pencils down, it's pencils down. So, just be warned. Get in your bids early and keep up on them. Keep, even send it a couple of times just to make sure that you get it in there. Make sure that there wasn't, a lag or whatever. So lesson learned. I got 4 other books that I'm really happy with. I mean, I got these for prices where I'm like, Big Bear, how can you even afford to do this? I almost felt bad for taking these books for the price I got them for. Well, some of them. Some of them I overpaid. At least one of them I overpaid. So maybe it all worked out. Okay, so here we go. Almost there. I'll tell you, the auction's a lot of fun. Great way to spend a couple of hours. Oh, you know what? I'm a little surprised by this. I got one book. I thought it was a different book. All right. Okay, so here's the 4 books. I'm going to show you the one I'm surprised by first. Black Lightning, baby. Woo! Black Lightning #1. Yahoo! I think I paid $15 for this. Correct me if I'm wrong, Big Bear. Looks great. I think he said this was... Well, as I look at it, I'm sure he must not have said it was mint because there is some wrinkling at the top, a little wrinkling at the bottom. I don't know if you can see that through this excellent bag, but it's just a little bit of wrinkling at the top and bottom. I think he might have said this was an 8.5, which is about right from what I can see. Haven't looked it over yet, but beautiful book. Thank you, Big Bear. Oh, mwah, wonderful. This is the one I overpaid a little bit for. Got a little carried away. So he put it up for $15. I immediately put in a $20 bid so that I could hopefully kind of put it just above. Sometimes if you go in $15, somebody else is going to get in there for 16, and then the next thing you got to do is 17 or 18. So I went 20 to just try to get ahead of the competition a little bit. In doing so, I kind of overpaid. Amazing Spider-Man number 241. That is the origin of this man right here. Mr. Toombs himself, the Vulture. It's a good looking book. He said it was mint. I think he said a 9.5, and I can't disagree. That is a gorgeous book. Thank you so much, Big Bear. Happy to have it. Now here's where maybe I got the deal of the century. This was a 2-book lot. I paid $20 total for both these books. The first one, look at that. Legends #3, which is the first appearance of the modern Suicide Squad. It's a beautiful book. Got a couple of reading dents. Couple of pushes there. Still a 9, easy. 9.2, no problem. In the second book, check that out. Suicide Squad #1. Right now, this guide's for about $70. I got it for 20. This is mint. 9.2 easy. Gorgeous blacks, gorgeous cover. Both of these, $20 total, guys. And, I think there's a little bit of a Suicide Squad hangover going on right now because of the movie. I think this book will drop, but it's not going to drop below 20. I can tell you that for sure. This is going to stay around 45 when it hits the bottom, depending on whether they ever get a sequel up. But right now, there is going to be a Suicide Squad hangover for sure. It hasn't hit yet, but it will, and the book is going to go down in value, but not so much that it's not a great deal that I made. So I think that's it. Thank you so much, guys. These books got here prompt, man. Like a week tops. I think I got the first one on Monday and the second one midweek. So about a week and a few days. Not a problem. I'm in Canada. You'll get your books faster if you're in the US. You'll also get them probably free delivery. Don't quote me on that. I don't know for sure. Watch the haul. Watch the auction tonight and find out for yourself. So that's The Great Legend coming at you live tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern, I think. Double check the time. Go to his site. Lots of great stuff to watch there. I think he does only live shows. So you can watch them, of course, after they're live. But he's all his lives come at you live. And Big Bear will be there. Then it seems to be kind of a rotating cast of guys. So sometimes you can get CGC books. Sometimes you can get... last week they had a guy who was selling some pop figures. So you never know what you're going to get. So I hope I see you there tonight. I'm going to put some links to these two guys in the show notes below. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope tomorrow that you're waiting for your books from the Great Legends live auction. Take care, guys. Have a great day and a great night and a great weekend. Super Bowl tomorrow. Take it easy.